Hi, my name is Bala. Welcome back to my channel where we provide knowledge on clinical pharmacy with a particular focus on older patient care. In this video, I will discuss on the potentially inappropriate medication or commonly known as PIMs. Older person is particularly vulnerable to various side effects and untoward effects of the drugs, underlining the importance of selecting appropriate medication for this group. Inappropriate prescribing may be defined as the failure to provide the quality of care related to the medicinal use that should be achieved in standard practice. It encompasses the use of medication that pose more risk than benefit, particularly where safer alternatives exist. The potential harm may be due to lack of proven effect or high likelihood of adverse drug events, potential for severe adverse drug events. In certain cases, it can be due to high potential for interaction with another drug or class of drugs. Appropriateness of prescribing can be assessed by a process or outcome measures that are explicit, which is also known as a criterion-based, or implicit, judgment-based. In general, both the criterion-based and the judgment-based assesses whether the prescription accord with accepted standards. These criteria can be categorized into two broad categories. Explicit criteria-based prescribing tools are usually developed using expert reviews and opinion and are drugs or disease-oriented. It may be applied with minimal clinical evaluation. However, explicit criteria do not usually address the burden of comorbidity frequently found in older persons, nor do they take into account patient preference or previously unsuccessful treatment approaches. Some of the commonly used include the Beers criteria and start or stop criteria. Beers criteria, initially developed by an expert consensus panel to target all ambulatory, acute and institutionalized settings like nursing home residents, for patients more and equal to 65 years old, with the exception on hospice and palliative care setting. It is the most widely cited criteria used to assess inappropriate drug prescribing. The panel produced a list of medications considered inappropriate for older persons, either because ineffective or due to the high risk for adverse events. It was updated several times, with the recent version was in 2019. It consisted 6 important tables with lists of drugs covering the following aspect of potentially inappropriate medication. I want each of you to read and familiarize with these Beers criteria. The first table is on PIM use in older adults. This table is arranged according to the therapeutic category with example of drugs listed in each category. The first column consists of the list of drugs, and one of the good things with Beers criteria is they provide the rationale for labeling the drug as PIM in the second column. You can also see there are columns for recommendation, quality of evidence, and strength of recommendation for each PIM listed. The next table focuses on PIM use in older adults due to drug disease or drug syndrome interaction that may exacerbate the disease or syndrome. The arrangement is similar to previous table. You can see here that Beers criteria strongly recommend to avoid or use with caution the use of NSAID in heart failure patients. The rationale is because NSAID has the potential to promote fluid retention and/or exacerbate heart failure. The third table focuses on the drugs to be used with caution in older adults. For example, you can see here that there is strong recommendation that aspirin should be used with caution in older adults, especially for primary prevention of cardiovascular disease, colorectal cancer. In this table, the potentially clinically important drug-drug interactions that should be avoided in older adults have been listed. And the fifth table shows the medications should be avoided or have their dosage reduced with varying level of kidney function in older adults. For example, you can see here the recommendation to avoid the use of dabigatran in patients with creatinine clearance less than 30 ml per minute. The last table consists of long lists of drugs with strong anticholinergic properties. I have provided the link to the Beers criteria in the description section below. While overuse and inappropriate use of medication is an important problem, it is important to recognize that many potentially beneficial medications are underutilized in older adults. Some of the examples of drugs that are usually underutilized can be found here. For example, the use of warfarin for stroke prevention in the elderly with atrial fibrillation, because we are simply worried of the bleeding tendency. We have come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go and leave your comment. Thanks for watching.